is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Bothwell. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about throwing that puppy out.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Right back to the well. Could be an alley. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he could run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Taylor wants to throw. Fires quickly. Turns it on at midfield. Turns on the Jets. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the give to Bothwell. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone...
Oh, it's blocked! On the ground, it's Smothers. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Manning on play action. Turns it loose. Upstairs he's got it. They just gassed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Able to move it ahead a couple yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
From the red zone, it's Smothers. Pulled down for the tackle. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down? A scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to move them on the counter. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Making side adjustments here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense is putting a drive together. Nice job. Opening drive, you got a script. You want to execute. You want to go down the field, really set the tone. Nice 3rd down conversion, and now set up 1st and goal. This offense has a chance to really make a statement.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the move. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll run with Brown. Touchdown, Longhorns! Great job by the back on the option.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On first down, it's Bothwell again. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Off play action. Unleashes one. Williams open on the right side. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Caught in the backfield. It's Johnson. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Time to take a shot. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Ready. Flag 14. Flag 14. Go.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Play action, here's Manning. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's a guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Hand off for Brown. Makes it past the marker. There's a crease. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Plows through the defense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal guard who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Got room in the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
On 1st down, it's Bonwell again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Taylor wants to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Evans. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Mississippi State right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Handoff, Fluff Bothwell.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Now it's 2nd and long. On the ground with the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not flowing.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys to use their speed against them.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's West. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Taylor wants to throw. Quickly complete. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Here's a give to Bothwell. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Complete on third down. Runs through a man. He might have some space. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll run it with Bothwell. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Makes the quick grab. He's past the 30. Makes the catch and he's free. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Arch Madness. A shot toward the end zone. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The run inside. It's Simon. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. That is no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. We're just about ready to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Simon. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Caught by Coleman. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll send the back in motion. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
On the run, it's Smothers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. It's 3rd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Complete. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Arts to throw. Under fire. Being chased. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the 1st down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that 1st down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
The option, the keeper. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads, read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
DK go here. Taylor wants to throw it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt on its way, and it is one soaring into the sky. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a...
Wide open on the right. Oh, he got loose. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Might as well give it to him again. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Tight end now in motion. Manning with a play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Maybe some room here. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Taylor wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback Keith. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. A fair catch just inside the 40. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Gives it on the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He's open on the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He's got great speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown Bulldogs! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Simon. Turning it on! The 40, at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Texas! They move on top here in the 4th.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. And now this offense needs a late fourth-quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Taylor wants to throw it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He'll keep it on 2nd down. There's some room. At the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Mississippi State. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Sending the offense back onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go play action with Manning. Pressure coming. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his man. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to...
Might have a chance. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. On the option. Now the toss. There he goes. Touchdown Longhorns! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
That defenses have to play responsibility football. You can tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by 1 possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to Fluff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Trying to run, it smothers. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Evans. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Taylor wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that way. Good coverage.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way up. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.